Hello, what's up everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your host, Cryptosomniac, here to bring you everything crypto related, where the rich never sleep. What I'd like to talk to you today about is NEO and the rebranding process that took place over the last couple of days and is continuing to take place. I've got a lot of great information packed into this video, so it may be a little bit longer, but it's the last video I'm going to be able to make that's pre-recorded before moving to LA later this afternoon. I'm actually driving out there. I was afforded a tremendous opportunity to partner with someone else heavily involved in the crypto space, and I look forward to being able to provide you with more spectacular content. I will be continuing to do these videos, but they'll have to be live for the next several days as I travel out there. I am driving my car. I live on the east coast of the USA. That being said, I'll have a lot of time on my hands to answer some of your guys' questions. Please join the Facebook group if you have not yet. We have a lot of members in there, heavily educated and involved in the cryptocurrency space. Additionally, if you have not heard, I am giving a free cryptocurrency away on Sunday during my Crypto Weekly Digest. All you have to do is reshare this video on Facebook. I post these videos after I'm done each day. You can see here we have one shared, and if you retweet it on Twitter, either way, you'll be eligible to win some of the cryptocurrency I invested last Sunday. I invested $20, and any money I make plus that $20 I'm giving away to anyone who has reshared or tweeted this video. Well, not anyone, but one lucky person. So if you have not done that, go ahead. Also, if you have not checked out my course on Udemy, this might be the perfect opportunity. I am selling it right now for just $10. In addition to learning everything you need to know about cryptocurrency, you'll get access to my Telegram chat where I'll be able to respond to you while I'm traveling and driving across the country basically. And it's a chance for me to stay up to date with you guys and live. So check that out if you haven't. What I'd like to talk about is the NEO rebranding, a little bit of chart analysis on NEO, as well as the PC wallet, and even how to claim your Ant coins. So we got a lot jam-packed into this video, so let's get started. First, let's show you how to claim your Ant coins. I have my Ant Shares wallet already loaded up here. It's still called Ant Shares. Now they are working on a new client, and you will have to update that, but I'll talk about that in a moment. But this is how you go about claiming your Ant coins if you haven't already. You'll load the PC wallet, and if you haven't downloaded this already, I go over how to do all of this in a previous video. Go back and check my Ant Shares versus Ant coins video, but we're going to cover it again real quick right here. It looks like my wallet has already sunk, so all you have to do is come to Transactions, go to Transfer, hit cancel. You have to copy your wallet address first. So copy that, copy to clipboard, go to transaction, hit transfer, hit plus, then hit your asset. You want to hit Ant Shares, and your balance is 603, which you'll put there. What you're basically doing is resending this transaction basically to the Ant Shares blockchain, and it'll enable you to be able to claim your Ant coins. Now you're going to pay to and paste in your address. I'm just going to paste it in and hit OK, and open this video back up as soon as I'm done, so not everyone in the world can see my Ant Shares address. So after I hit OK and OK, I get this, that the transaction sent was successful, and then just hit close. Then if you go over to the transaction history tab, it should come up here as a pending transaction, and it will take maybe a minute or two to confirm, and once you see that number, it is confirmed. So then you'll just go to Advanced, Ant Coin Claim, and you'll hit Claim All, and you'll be able to claim all of those coins by hitting OK and close. And now if I come back out to the account, I have 3.6 Ant coins on the Ant Shares that I've been earning. So that is how you claim your Ant coins. Now let's talk about NEO and how they have rebranded to NEO. So the process began on the 24th, and I had pointed out some things that I didn't like. So for example, NEO, the website, if you type in Ant Shares, they have already repointed their website to NEO. However, they didn't really do anything to the website, and I complained about this in my past videos in the past couple of days, and you know, it's still the blue. It didn't really change other than they wrote NEO and got rid of the Ant Share logo. The exchanges such as Bittrex still say Ant Shares, ANS, as the ticker name. It hasn't been changed to NEO. So I mentioned that they had started this process, and it still looked sort of like it was halfway complete and that they were still missing a lot of pieces. I did some digging up and I found a lot of great information. So I found this blog written just last night, and it says that it's basically thanking all the guys and contributors that have been here the past month. It's been a really busy month for NEO, and they're preparing for NEO 2.0. The rebranding is currently in full progress. The social media and source code has been renamed, so all of their social media has now been changed. Twitter is now Neo Smart Economy. You can find it at the hashtag Neo_blockchain. Additionally, their Reddit has been changed over to Neo. You can find it here. You can also find them on Facebook at Neo Blockchain Smart Economy, which they have already addressed here, and it's ready to roll. And if you come to their website at the bottom, I did notice that some of their links are broken here when you go to hit the Reddit one. That does not take you to their correct one. I had to search for it in Google. The Slack does not appear to be working. Some of these links down here are just not working. And I had complained again about the look of the website and how they had not redesigned. Well, if you read a little bit further in the blog, basically the website did take longer than we expected and is thus delayed. And I like and enjoy that they've made this update in this blog here, and it covers a lot of the questions that I had, and I like their transparency. I really like to see that. I understand that sometimes these things happen, and it just hurts the community, I think, when they're not informed of things such as a delay. And they're basically saying, we're sorry, we should have been able to better communicate clearly with you on what we were trying to do with the brand and logo change and all of that, and I'm just glad that they were able to address it in a public manner. They didn't do it on the 24th, as I think a lot of us sort of thought that it would just be a smooth process and happen automatically. I mean, they basically say here, the rebranding process doesn't just get completed in a second. There are some hurdles, and they're basically working on it. And I found this article actually that they had a website competition being held for someone to redesign their website. Now, the blog says, if we go back to the blog, that they actually have already hired someone, and the whole update process should be done by August 8th as a celebration of the 1-year ICO, which was held last August 8th in 2016. So essentially it says the new website design is finalized, and we are working with the winning contributor to build all web pages, which will go live on August 8th. So that's great news. I think we're going to see a lot of exciting stuff, and there's still more down here. They have Neo Network 2.0 coming online. And what that is a couple of things that they need to change. So first of all, they need to upgrade the exchanges, blockchain explorers, and all the other services are required to upgrade to Neo 2.0 before August 8th. So essentially you should see on Bittrex, that's probably the exchange that most of you use to purchase Bittrex. You'll see that change to Neo. Now I've read further into this. You won't need to do anything. All your money will be switched from ANS to the ticker NEO. You won't have to, you won't have to worry about anything on that end. Regular users can, but are not required to update to the new client before August 8th. Now I went over to their website and I do not see the new client available yet. If you come here, it says the release is still from 5/25 of 2017. So I don't see this new client available yet. Going back to the blog, it says that you are not required to do this. Going back to the blog, it basically says that after all consensus nodes are updated, users who have not updated the new client will be prompted to do so when starting the old AntShares client. So you shouldn't essentially have to worry about downloading the new client. This basically says you'll be prompted to update. So if you're using the AntShares GUI wallet that I showed a minute ago, I had showed you a minute ago, you will not have to download something new. It'll just prompt you to update when it is available. And that apparently is going to be sometime after August 8th. On August 8th, they're going to start updating and upgrading all consensus nodes to Neo 2.0. Once that is done, you will be forced to upgrade your AntShares client. I'll be sure to make a video on that process if it's anything in depth. I am anticipating that it should be fairly easy if you've already downloaded the AntShares client. It'll just be a simple update button that'll force you to do that when you go to load the client. Additionally, it's the same blockchain here, so it says you'll be able to copy the old blockchain from your AntShares core wallet into the new Neo 2.0 wallet, enabling you to speed up the blockchain syncing. Again, if this process is technical and more than a click of a button, I will certainly show you guys when the client becomes available for upgrading. As I showed you, I do not see it available on the website for download, nor was I prompted to download it when I used the GUI. If you have your AntShares or Neo stored on an exchange such as Bittrex, you don't need to do anything at all. You will not be forced to upgrade anything. As I said, it will all take place automatically for you. I would, however, highly recommend you get them off the exchange, not only to better protect your money from exchanges, but you can be earning Ant coins, which are dividends based upon how many Ant shares you hold. Synonymous to Apple or Facebook paying you out stock dividends quarterly for holding some of their stock, Neo or Ant shares essentially does the same exact thing. And I have earned Ant coins already, and they are worth money, and you can actually trade them now on certain exchanges. I go over how to do all of that in my Ant shares versus Ant coins video. Check that out. So all your assets are safe during this whole process. They have a lot going on in the next couple of weeks, and it's really exciting, and I think a fantastic time to educate yourself and learn what Neo's doing. I think it's a fantastic time to educate yourself, learn a little bit more about Neo or Ant shares. It's being called the Ethereum of China. And I covered all the things that Neo and Ant shares can do in comparison to Ethereum, and in some cases even better than Ethereum in one of my recent videos, which I would recommend you check out if you're unsure about what Neo is at this point, because it has the potential to really make you guys a lot of money. Additionally, they just held an AMA on Reddit at 10 p.m. last night. Now, I had to Google what time it is in Beijing. It's currently 1:52, or at least when I Googled this. Let me refresh. It's now 2:35, so the AMA was held last night. So I'm just really happy that they were able to be transparent, and I'm really glad I was able to find this blog that came out at my time earlier today. And it provides a lot of great information on what they're doing. I like the transparency. As I had noted earlier, I nitpicked a little bit at things such as their website and how the rebranding didn't happen automatic. And I'm just happy that they were able to basically communicate all of that with us. And in addition, they held an AMA, which I think is really awesome. What I also want to cover is some basic chart analysis, and then we're also going to show you how to use the web wallet and how you can get Ant coins using the web wallet if you don't want to download the client. So let's go to the charts. I have Ant shares pulled up, and I already drew a couple of these lines in here already. Now, we're going to go over two methods that I use for chart analysis. Just two. I mean, I use many. So I like to stack a lot of these tools together. I don't really like to just use one tool. I highly encourage you to take a look at more than one indicator, read a piece of news, watch blogs, read articles. Don't just trade off one piece of advice. Don't make that mistake. So I pulled up two indicators here, two methods that you can use to analyze charts. I pulled up a Fibonacci retracement, which I did from the low that we saw here about a week or two ago. This is 2-hour candles right now, and I drew a high up to this, which we saw on the 22nd. And what the Fibonacci retracement does, it basically allows you to calculate optimal entry points depending upon retracement in a trend. So we're currently in a downward retracement basically from this low back a couple weeks ago in comparison to this high. Now, a good time to buy in is any time after the 61.8% level, according to Fibonacci retracement ratios. Now, if you're interested in how these ratios are derived, you can look them up online. They're called Fibonacci retracement ratios. These ratios are basically important levels that indicate levels of support or resistance. And a good one to keep an eye on, again, is the 61.8 level. So the 61.8% level indicates a level at which basically 61.8% of the market was sold back over the span that we had graphed from this low to this high. So that is usually an important level where you will see people starting to buy back in again. And this is a tool that can be used with any chart or any coin, even in the stock market. This is a popular tool to use in chart analysis regardless of the coin or the market. And by looking at that, a good optimal entry point I'm going to set right here, and you can be a little bit more greedy depending upon your trading style and how much of a risk you want to take. I'm going to set a Q price right here, and I'm going to draw a line for you guys right around, I'm going to say here. So if you're not in, and let's write in text that amount, let's put that right here, Q at, let's see what that was. That was the 0.00239.077 mark. So if you have the opportunity to get into Ant shares, or if you're looking to buy more Ant shares, I would set a Q price around here, 0.00239. As you can see, we're up here around 0.0029, and I don't think this is an optimal entry point right here. I do expect this to come back down into this into this region. Right now, today, we saw a little bit of a jump back up in the market. I think we saw some people taking or placing some buy orders due to the big sell-off we have seen the last couple of days in anticipation of the hard fork. I think we're going to continue to bounce down towards this region in the next couple of days while we have some uncertainty in the market. Additionally, I also pulled up the relative strength indicator, which is another indicator that you can use to make and enter in a trade at a good time. What it is basically an indicator that indicates whether something is overbought or oversold. Now, seeing this chart, you can see anything, this is a chart and it goes from 70 to 30. So anytime it crosses above the 70 mark is basically a point at which it's being overbought. And what you see is it was overbought. You saw a big decrease in price after that. And down here, when it gets near the bottom, all that does is indicate that it's being oversold and that too many are probably selling and it would be an optimal time to buy. And then what do? You see the price go back up. You can also make these lines a little bit tighter if you're more conservative by hitting the settings button there. And you can pull them up to say 80 and 20 to get a little bit of a tighter range. So then you would see that peaks there. And you can see this in many instances going back on the chart. When we start to get up here, we're in the little bit of the overbought region, and then you see a decrease in price. Very similarly, down here, you can see a bottoming out of this indicator, indicating that things are oversold and it might be a good time to pick up some more. So you can use both of these tools in conjunction with each other and keep an eye, see when the the price of ant shares spikes or dips below this 61.8% mark here, and then keep an eye on the relative index indicator. Right now it's sort of about in the middle. So I would anticipate seeing this fall down towards this region in the next day, 2 or 3 days, and approach this Q line. So that is 2 tools that I use for chart analysis. Now I cover how to do them and how to set this graph up all nice and pretty for you over on my course on Udemy. I show you how to use these tools and these chart indicators in depth. Right now, as I said, you can get it early access to the course for just $10. And what I do is I continue to update the course as new stuff in the crypto space comes out, and I'm adding to it pretty much daily at this rate. By joining, you'll also get access to the Telegram chat, which will be a great opportunity for you guys to stay in touch with me as I make my way across the country to LA. The last thing I would like to cover is the online wallet, because I know a lot of you guys have had questions on how you can use the online wallet to claim your ant coins. So what you'll do is you can come to the app.antshares.org website. Now you can get there by just typing antshares.org, and it'll redirect you actually to their Neo website. And it looks like still all the pointers are not redirected yet. So if you hit client and you go to the web, it actually says the AntShares Client Web Edition. Now I do expect this to change in the next couple of days, but the process should be generally the same to get to this point. And what you'll do is you'll open that, and like I said, it opens this app.antshares.org webpage. What you'll do is you'll create a new wallet if you want to send your coins basically from your Bittrex exchange or wherever you might hold them to this wallet, and you'll just create a password. So go ahead and then create the wallet. Now what you'll want to do is you're going to want to back up your wallet. So that's going to hold your private keys and your public address and all the information you'll need to basically recover it if it's lost, as well as the crucial information that you'll need to send it to the client wallet. Now, AntShares has said that you earn Ant coins while holding them in the AntShares online web wallet. Now, you will not be able to see them in the online wallet being generated. There is no place for you to see them. The only time you'll see them is if you go ahead and you transfer them to the client wallet. Just note that apparently they are being accumulated while you hold them in the web wallet. So it's not necessary to go to transferring them through the process of transferring them on the GUI wallet at this moment. You just have to do that if you want to see them and you want to claim them and actually begin to trade them. Just note that they are accumulating on the web wallet. They are not accumulating in Bitrex's wallet. They are actually taking your Ant coins, and you're missing out on an opportunity for, I don't want to say free money because you invested in the Ant shares to begin with, but you are losing money. So if you ever want to transfer your funds from the Ant shares web wallet to the GUI wallet so that you can claim your Ant coins, let me show you how to do that. What you'll do is you'll come to the Receive tab and hit Check Your Private Key. Now copy that. What you'll need to do after that is go to the Ant shares GUI wallet. Make sure you're synced to the blockchain and have a wallet open. If you don't have a wallet already created, just go through the process of creating a new wallet, save it in some location that you're okay with, and create a password for it. If you don't do that, when you go to right click this screen here, you will not see the word import. It will be grayed out like these options are here. You need to be inside and have a wallet open to be able to import a new one. So what you'll do is right click, import, and import from WIF. Now what you'll do is you'll paste in the private key that we had copied from right here and hit OK. And there is my wallet address. As you can see, it's AUMM, the same one that's here. And to see your funds in there, what you'll need to do is basically transfer them. After a few moments, it will recognize the address and you'll see your Ant shares and Ant coins populated here. Your Ant coins will start out at 0. So in order to claim them, you'll have to go through the process that I described previously in my Ant shares versus Ant coins video. I go through the whole process and I recommend you check it out. If you haven't, I'll show you exactly where you need to go. If you come to my YouTube channel, go to my channel, take a look at my videos, and down here, my third video is Ant shares versus Ant coins. I go through everything that you need to know on how to claim your Ant coins. So I think that's going to do it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're not a subscriber already, please go ahead. I make these videos every day, and I'm always happy to address your guys' questions. I respond on all my platforms, whether that be Steemit, Twitter, Facebook group, or the YouTube channel. Additionally, if you want even quicker access to me, don't forget to check out my course on Udemy. You'll have access to the Telegram chat where you can just message me straight from your phone. You can also consider donating to the channel. I leave all my addresses below. You can also consider becoming a Patreon or a patron of the channel. It's an opportunity for you to pledge money to the channel, and what I do is I help reinvest that back into the channel and the course and help educate you guys as best that I can and keep everybody informed on the cryptocurrency market. So I look forward to doing some live videos over the next few days. I'll be doing them from my car. And in the meantime, everybody stay a cryptosomniac because the rich do not have time to sleep. Peace out, y'all.